It's an absolute pleasure to welcome you guys back to today's prediction analysis. If you are new to the channel, please do well to subscribe to this channel and do well to like this video, share with friends, and join our Telegram channel. Guys, what happened yesterday? So it's actually crazy. It's really crazy that Galatasaray destroyed what would have been a 12 days in a row winning streak. Right? If Galatasaray had not disappointed, we would have won 2+ odds 12 days in a row. Can you imagine? But before we get into what happened yesterday, let's just take a moment to absorb, to allow what has happened in the last 11 days to sink in. Right? If you started following this channel 2 weeks ago and you played every game, that means you've won 11 days in a row. If you play with, let's say, $10 every day from 11 days in ago, you are at, I think, is it $1,000 or something? Yeah, I think roughly that or something. So, again, I'm not taking the glory. The glory goes back to God the Almighty for making this possible. A lot of people needed money during this period, and He knew it. And we didn't win today, lose tomorrow, win today. We won such that even if you joined the channel 3 days ago, you would have won 3 days in a row. Okay. And I'm so happy that this is happening because people are going through a lot. Sometimes I wish I had the money to personally give it to you people, but I also need money. But the least I can do is use my knowledge and my expertise to enable you to win these games. So, talking about yesterday, let me tell you what happened yesterday. Galatasaray shouldn't have lost the game they lost. It wasn't a fixed game. Now, this is what happened. That Turkish league, right? You see that Turkish league? That Turkish league is a league that is dominated majorly by Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. Now, this season, Fenerbahce has signed Moreno, and they've given Moreno just one objective to come in there and win the league, right? It's nearly 10 years since Fenerbahce won the league. Okay. And now the people know that Moreno doesn't joke, right? What happened? Moreno also somehow deliberately left the conference league. Yeah, I think they were playing for the conference league because they wanted to focus on the league. And Galatasaray, they know what that means. That now that Fenerbahce only has the league to focus on, there is no way Fenerbahce won't win the league. Now, what has happened? They started seeing these Champions League qualifiers and the Champions League itself as a distraction that could impact their chances of winning the league. So what did they do? They deliberately lost to Young Boys away and also deliberately lost again. They weren't at their best. I mean, I've watched Gala play 3-4 times this season. That's not how they play at home. They dominate you 70, 80 minutes of football. So that was what happened. It wasn't match fixing, but it was a question of priority. They decided to prioritize. You know, if Fenerbahce had qualified for the Europa Conference League, they too would have done everything possible to qualify for the Champions League. But they don't want to split their energies between the league and the Champions League. Because if that happens, Fenerbahce will definitely beat them in the domestic league. That was what happened. And that's why I always tell you that football, and that's why you should align yourself with this channel because we don't just do analysis. I was weak. I was mentally and even physically weak last night because the last couple of days have been extremely exhausting for me. That was why I even dropped the video very late for yesterday. These are things that I take into account when I analyze the games. I don't just do data. We analyze even the emotions. We analyze everything when selecting matches. So it is what it is. But 11 days in a row, that's not it's not easy. It's no mean feat. Take it from me. It's no mean feat to even win 2 days in a row in this period. And this is the first week or so of the new season. So to do what we've done 11 days in a row is no joke. But we give the praise to God. It's not by our energies. It's not because we are too smart, because we are too intelligent or anything. No. We return back the praise to Him for making it possible. And without wasting time, today too, I mean, the truth of the matter, guys, is this week of cup matches, I never ever find them exciting, right? This week of cup games, I'm always so exhausted for them. But some of you need money, not some of you, a good number of you desperately need money before the end of the month. So let's see what can be done so you can, try to win something and save up before the month ends. And without further ado, let's get straight into the games. So the first game we have here is from the Saudi Arabia Professional League, Al Hilal against Damak. Right? It might interest you to know that Al Hilal won Guinness Book of Records last season. I think for going the entire season without losing at all, domestically in their league. I think maybe even in the Champions League, the Asian Champions League. They were just too excellent last season. Just too excellent. And this is them coming back to do a title defense. And the team is doing everything possible to make sure Ronaldo's El Nasser, Ronaldo himself, doesn't smell a trophy while with El Nasser. These are their fans. They are the ones who chant Messi's name whenever they meet Ronaldo's team. That's how heated the competition is. So I mean, just just look at their record. I mean, I'm going to show you guys something. Look at the last time they lost a game in a club friendly, just a club friendly, not even a competitive game. They even beat Como. You know what it means to beat an Italian first division team. They beat them in a club friendly. This is a team that can even beat Manchester United. I tell you, they can beat Manchester United right now. Just look at their record. They haven't lost competitively in well over, I think, 2 years. It's crazy, right? They hardly even draw matches. It's always a win every time. So over a year now, and they haven't lost a single game. They haven't even drawn. Guys, like they've gone a year without even drawing a game. They've won every single time. And it's interesting that recent head-to-head support Al Hilal, they always beat this team more often than not. And the team involved is not even strong. It's Darmak, a single win in 5 matches. So you guys know I'm not always a fan of straight wins, but this straight win I'm convinced of it. Al Hilal's straight win, right? Home team to win, and the odd for a home team to win is 1.15. The next fixture we have is from the Spain La Liga. It's Athletic Bilbao, right? It's Athletic Bilbao, as you can see, against Valencia. So let's see how it goes. Athletic Bilbao versus Valencia. So Athletic Bilbao, also another team that is excellent. As you can see, 5 matches, not a single loss. They drew their last home game to Getafe. Getafe is pretty strong. And then you expand further, and these people have gone 10 games without losing at home. And you expand again, 15 matches, and they've gone 15 games since January 2024 without a single loss at home. Isn't that excellent? And interestingly, the last time they lost a game was actually, they haven't lost a game at home since September 2023. And Valencia hasn't been in good form for some reason. 3 losses, as you can see here, win and 1 draw in their last 5 home matches. And head-to-head support Athletic Bilbao. They've never lost to Valencia ever in their last 5 meetings. So what do we go with? We are going to go with a draw no bet for Athletic Bilbao. Athletic Bilbao will want to win at home because I don't think they've won at home since the start of the season. So we'll go with a draw no bet. But in other betting apps, it's a double chance if you're using maybe 1xbet and the rest. So it's a double chance. But to maximize the odd, you go with a draw no bet, and the odd is 1.24. And the next game we have is from the England EFL Cup. It's a game that involves Wolves and Burnley. So Wolves hasn't done well since the start of this season. They lost at home 2-6. And as I told you yesterday, right, when we picked that EFL team from England, Crystal Palace, I told you Crystal Palace game was going to produce a lot of goals because Crystal Palace didn't do well in the league. And usually, when a cup game like this comes up, they want to use these cup matches to shine, to win convincingly, and make up for their earlier loss in the league. So Crystal Palace hasn't done well. Sorry, Wolves hasn't done well in the league. And they want to use this cup game to get themselves back. And it's interesting that Wolves is averaging 2.5 goals at home, as you can see, domestically and even in club friendlies. Burnley to away from home, they're also averaging 2.5 goals. So uh, their head to head is not up to date. It's not like the recent head to head. So we'll focus on their current goal scoring forms. And I mean, it's EFL. It's going to be score me, I score you kind of football. Burnley is getting a goal. Wolves will also get a couple of goals. So the prediction is simple. We'll go with over 2 goals for Wolves Burnley. And the odd for over 2 goals is 1.30. And finally, from Spain La Liga, we have Real Sociedad and Alaves. Real Sociedad has been they've been pretty funny, to be honest. They've been pretty funny. Actually, this is a risky game. Hmm. It's all looking good. It's all looking good. Please edit out this game from the booking code. Don't include this match, please. You see, this is the reason why when some of you complain that I talk a lot during the analysis. You see, even though I did an analysis again, but looking at this game again, I'm not convinced. You see, I'm not convinced. Please don't include this game in your record. Okay? Don't include this game in your record. Yeah, take it out. Real Sociedad. Yeah, take it out. Okay? Yeah. Good. So the booking code will be provided in the Telegram channel. So make sure you join up in the Telegram channel and let's make it rain. Thank you guys and see ya.